Welcome, Transformer fans. My name is Composite EnerJoe, and today I'm going to bring you my review of the... Oops. There we go. The Transformers Studio Series Deluxe class, Ratchet. And here he is in his alt mode, which is a... what was it? This is an... how would I describe this? It's an H2 Hummer that's been retrofitted into a... Or not really retrofitted, but that's been customized into a search and rescue vehicle. Not exactly an ambulance, but yes, it's because it says fire department, but yes, this would essentially be an ambulance. And here he is, his so I would just call this the ambulance, the custom ambulance, or a custom search and rescue. Yeah, custom search and rescue H2 Hummer alt mode. And here it is. And it's a pretty good alt mode. Very nice amount of detail, like all of the Studio series. Very nice. Rolls quite nice. No real complaints. One minor one is that you see this, how it's lifted up here. That's because this is made of like a really soft plastic. It's almost like a really hard rubber even. And it's supposed to peg down like this, but because of the way that because of the material, it doesn't want to peg in. So it's lifted up like that. It's not too much of a, it doesn't really bother me that much, but it is kind of annoying. I wouldn't call it a deal breaker because it's a very minor thing, but still just kind of annoying that doesn't stick into place. And yeah, nothing else to really say. It's movie Ratchet in his, what I say, lime green, or yeah, like lime green, or no, what's the word I'm looking for? Highlighter green, there we go. His highlighter green and red H2 Hummer ambulance. Just pretty much a nice amount of detail. Before we go into transformation, he does come with one accessory, which is this buzzsaw. This is referred to as a buzzsaw, but because Ratchet is the medic of the team, I'd like to think that this is his surgical saw. And it's cool that they brought this, and the way to store this is that you plug it here on the spare tire. And there you go. Doesn't really hide, but you could store it that way. And yeah, the buzzsaw is really cool that they put this on the figure as the accessory. Although I think I would have preferred his auto pistol that he has in the first movie, because in the first movie he used this buzzsaw on Brawl, and he also was using an auto pistol as well. And that's enough about the vehicle mode. Let's get on with the transformation. So first step. The transformation is actually not too complicated, because first things first, you just go over here, move that panel open, stick your nail in there if you can, and pop open this panel. And then you lift this up a little bit, just disconnect it here, and then you lift this up, and then just fold down. You gotta fold it down, which will, what are his long robot mode legs. And then you come over here and pull out what are his arms, like so. And you have to bend it in because this thing goes into his rubbery bumper, into this rubbery grill guard. So you have to like angle it out and angle it in to put it in. So there we go. First, let's straighten out his pretty long legs. Oh, and it did this on its own, but yeah, you're supposed to fold this in like so. Then also fold it in like so. And yeah, fold it in like so. Yeah, like that. So now for this part, and this part is very, very interesting. It kind of harkens back to how the character and both, I think, the original Voyager figure would transform. I never had any other Deluxes, so I don't know if this is true to all of the other ones. But this is the next part you do. You fold this, you angle this for clearance, and then you rotate this entire assembly. Not this stays by itself, but you rotate the arms, and then you fold it in, and it'll peg into here. You just fold it in, and it'll peg into place. Yeah, peg into place. And then you come in here and, hold on. There we go, and pop that down. Like, you don't have to if you don't want to, but the instructions say to pop that down. But I like to keep it up because it looks more neat there. then you have the arms, the legs. Next up is head reveal. Oh, there's the head sculpt. And now for the shoulders, you rotate tires like so. Rotate tires like so. And then there's like a peg. Where is it? Rotate this. Peg here. That when you fold this around, it'll be... Yeah, there's like a port here that pegs into there. So you just do that. Peg it in. Rotate, rotate, and peg it in. Adjust this thing so that stays in place. And this should peg into here. There we go. It'll peg into where the accessory goes into. And there we go. And here is Ratchet in his robot mode. As I said, the transformation's not too bad. I think as of now, it's probably the easiest of the transformations involving the Studio series. Not too many steps. Just, you do have to do some things first, in a specific order, but it's not too bad. As you can tell, I do have one problem with this, and that's this sort of, this here. I don't know why they didn't put an extra hinge here so that this folds up and away, but he basically just has this tail. This entire thing, I would have liked if it had one extra hinge to fold away, because it does look very awkward when you stand them up and he has this thing just hanging off his back. It doesn't look right. Like, the rest of the figure is really nice. This kind of ruins it. Really wish there was another way of, they just had another way of folding this, or even detaching this, but this is how this connects to the body. Just one extra hinge would have been nice. And that's honestly my one big complaint with the figure. And another small one is that I would have liked if he had one extra accessory, which was the auto pistol as well as the buzzsaw. But yeah, here's Ratchet. And this aside is a very nice figure. Take a look at the head sculpt. Very, very nicely detailed. I don't know if I can get that. Okay, there we go. He's got nice little turquoise eyes. Very nice. Nicely detailed. The only thing is that it would have been nice if he had more little paint apps on his face so you can see more of those molded in details. The shoulders are really nice. The legs are really nice. Everything on this figure is really nice. Like I said, except for this. But I'm not going to mention that anymore. So yeah, let's get on with articulation. Head can swivel. Arms are kind of weird because they're on a ball joint in here. So they're on a ball joint at the shoulder. There's a rotation there, a hinge there, and another hinge at the elbow. So you have basically a double bend at the elbow, kind of. Swivel, bend, and another hinge. That's about it. Very nice smooth range on the legs, on the arms, I mean. Now the legs have are a ball joint here. Ball joint at the, I guess, thigh, not the waist. Can do a very nice kick with his long legs. No swivel, has a nice bend at the knee, and the foot is on a ball joint, which can do ankles and stuff, like wide range of motion there. You know, ball joint to do what ball joint to do. And I gotta say, his feet are really nicely molded. It does look like he does in the movie. I only point that out because because most Ratchet figures do the feet wrong, so they look awkward. They look really weird. They're not accurate, is what I'm saying. This is a fairly accurate representation of the character, minus that. But like, yeah, it's a pretty accurate representation of the character. Not 100% though, because I think this part is supposed to be upside down. Is it supposed to be upside? Yeah, I think it is supposed to be upside down. But that aside, it's a very nice figure, very solid. You already know my complaints about it, but yeah, it's a very nice, solid figure. And with the accessory, you just, you can't really store it away. The only thing you can do is just peg it onto these peg hole on the arms, and there he has his buzzsaw, or what I like to call his surgical saw, because, you know, he is a doctor. So I figured he used this as sort of a buzz, you know, to remove parts like an actual doctor with a surgical saw. Very nice. Very nice, like, nothing else to really say. He's a very nice figure. You know, one more time, okay, I'm gonna say it one more time, because it is annoying, because I love the quality of these Studio series, but what was up with this? What happened here? I think they fell asleep with this one. This is the one complaint I have. This thing just sticking out. If not for that, figure's pretty darn good. Very, very nice. And like all Studio series, he comes with one backdrop, which is, I guess, not really a complaint because it makes sense. but I would have liked if they did it a little differently. Here we have his backdrop. Does it look familiar? It should, because when I did my Studio Series Starscream review, Starscream, the Voyager Studio Series Starscream, also has this backdrop, just bigger, just more for, you know, the Voyager size one. But it's the same exact backdrop. Now, granted, it's the Mission City battle where Ratchet, because this is supposed to represent movie 1 Ratchet. So, yeah, it's Mission City. I honestly feel that they should have, if they were going to use Ratchet, since his design didn't change, I would have liked that maybe they had used the Age of Extinction one, like that dock where he gets, I guess, spoilers, killed by Lockdown. This could have been like an Age of Extinction backdrop, but they just recycled the same one as Starscream for Mission City. So this is the movie 1 Ratchet where he uses the buzzsaw, his surgical saw. I don't remember if he ever used this in any of the other movies. He used it for sure in the first one. For the life of me, I don't remember if he used it in the others. So it does make sense as he's using this, that it's the movie 1 version. And you just plop it onto there. And there we go. There is Ratchet with the Mission City backdrop. And like all of them, it's really nice. So yeah. Nothing else to really say. In terms of facts, there's just nothing much. Apparently, I read somewhere that this isn't an entirely new mold, but I couldn't tell from where. I'm guessing it's probably from one of the other Deluxes in terms of like engineering, but I'm not sure. I don't recognize it. The only other Ratchet I have is the Voyager one, so I have no idea what this is supposed to be based on. If it's taken from, if it has like if it took engineering from one of the other figures. But yeah, it's a nice Ratchet. It's a really nice Deluxe Ratchet. I have nothing else to really say. Yeah, my one complaint is that one, which I mentioned time and time again. I would have liked if he had his auto pistol and the backdrop. I wish it was another one and not the same one for Starscream. But like I said, in this case, it makes sense because Ratchet was in the Mission City battle along with Starscream. And that's it. I got nothing. Overall, it's a nice figure. It has some problems. But it's an overall really nice figure. What was it? Really nice vehicle mode, pretty cool robot mode, and what is it? The transformation, it's the easiest one of all of the Studio Series as of right now. I don't know if they're going to release any future ones that would be easier, but as of right now, Ratchet is the easiest one to transform. And that's it. Yeah. Cool figure. It's a cool Doctor of Doom. Cool. And that's really it. I'm trying to really think of anything else, but I can't. That's it. I'm done. So yeah, this has been my review of the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Ratchet. This is Composite EnerJoe, signing off. Peace out.